Have you ever wondered why some businesses attract more clients, get more referrals, and make more money, while others who work just as hard, sometimes even harder, has more skills, struggle to get anyone to notice them? I used to think it was all luck, that the people who were winning was in the right place at the right time, or maybe they just knew somebody I didn't. But then I looked at the numbers. I studied the patterns. I realized something that changed everything for me. The businesses winning aren't more skilled than you. They understood something most people don't. Let me show you what I found. Did you know every year in the United States, about 5 million businesses get started? And in 2023 alone, there was 5.5 million businesses started. That's a record high. Now, out of the 5 million, 20%, we're talking 1 million businesses are started by immigrants. And when we add children of immigrants, the number jumped to almost 2 million. That's 1/3 of businesses started in the US are by immigrants or children of immigrants. That's massive, isn't it? People who came to this country, built their skills, and bet on themselves. But here's the hard truth. Not all of them make it. About 20% of businesses fail within the first year. In 5 years, almost half are gone. Within 10 years, about 65% close. Here's what got my attention. When researchers looked into it, they didn't find what most people expected. It wasn't because the business lacked skill. It wasn't because they didn't work hard enough. Let me show you what the data says. 42% failed because no one wanted the offer. They couldn't explain who it was for or why it mattered. 22% failed because of poor visibility. People never even saw them. 19% failed because they couldn't stand out. They blended in with everyone else. And 18% failed because of pricing problem. They didn't know what to charge or how to talk about why they were worth it. Add those up, over 80% of failures were tied to 4 things: positioning, visibility, messaging, pricing. Skill wasn't on the list. It was not the reason they failed. They had the skill, but what they needed was clarity. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at somebody in your industry, somebody getting clients, getting repeated businesses, getting referral, and thought, I know I can do what they do. I know I'm better than them. So why are they winning and I'm not? I used to think that all the time. I would see people with less experience getting the projects I wanted, charging more than me, building businesses while I was stuck. But then I realized something. They were winning because they were more clear about who they serve, clear about the offers they provide, about why the price is worth it, and clear about how to reach the right people. That's the difference. And once I understood that, I stopped trying to be better and started trying to be clearer. So, what do these businesses understand that others don't? Let me connect it to the numbers I just shared. Let's talk about the 42% of businesses that failed because no one wanted their offer. The businesses winning, they understood positioning. They know exactly who to serve. Not everyone, not a general group. One specific type of person with one specific problem. Let's take Apple, for example. When they started, computers was mostly used by large corporations, universities, and government labs, but they didn't try to compete or sell to everyone. They focused on individuals, creators, and students who wanted technology they could actually use. Their message wasn't about tech. It was about empowering people to think differently and to create with technology. Their clear positioning, which was tools for creative individuals, not corporation, is what made them stand out in a market dominated by business machines. When people ask what to do, they don't list 5 things. They say one thing clearly, and the right people immediately know that's for me. Most struggling businesses skip this. They think being broad makes them safer, but the data shows this is the number one reason businesses fail. Next, let's talk about the 22% that fails because nobody sees them. The businesses that is winning, they understand how to reach people. They don't wait to be discovered. They don't hope the right clients find them. They put themselves in front of the right people consistently. Take Nike, for example. They didn't wait for athletes to discover their shoes. They put them in front of the right people by partnering with athletes and showing their products in action. Their message, just do it, consistently remind athletes that Nike was for them. They stayed visible, showed proof through real performers, and made it obvious who the products were made for. They shared the work without shame. They made it easy for people to understand what they offer and how to work with them. Most struggling businesses hide. They post once and disappear. They reach out once and give up. They wait for permission that will never come. They don't partner with influential people or businesses. That's not humility. That's invisibility. 22% of businesses fail because of it. Now let's talk about the 19% that fail because they don't stand out. The businesses that are winning, they understand their message. Their promise is clear. It speaks to one person with one problem for one outcome. It's not clever. It's not fancy. Nike said, shoes for athletes. Apple said, computer for creative individual, not corporation. Most struggling businesses try to sound impressive. They use big words. They talk about themselves, and the client walks away confused. Confused people don't buy. And 19% of businesses fail because the message doesn't land. And finally, let's talk about the 18% that fails because of pricing problem. You see, the businesses that are winning, they understand their value. They know what their service is worth in real numbers. They have done the math on what it costs their clients to not work with them. So when they talk about their price, they're not guessing. They know their value and can explain it. Most struggling businesses can't do this. They charge based off what feels comfortable, what their competitors charge, or what their client can afford. That's not confidence. That's fear. And 18% of businesses fail because of it. Now, here's what I want you to remember. The businesses getting results understand 4 things: who they serve, how to reach them, what to say, and why the price is worth it. The businesses that are struggling, they are missing at least one, usually more. That is 80% of failure explained by 4 areas of clarity. Let me bring it all together. Every year, 5 million businesses are started in America. About 1 million are started by immigrants. And yet half will be gone within 5 years. And the biggest reasons isn't talent, it's not skill, it's not work ethics. Over 80% of failures come down to 4 things. They couldn't explain who they serve and why it matters. The message didn't stand out. They didn't know what to charge or how to justify it. That's positioning, visibility, messaging, and pricing. The businesses that are winning isn't better than you. They're clearer than you. They understand these 4 areas and put it to work. That's the gap. That's what you need to fix. So here's what I want you to do next. I put together a guide called the 5 mistakes pushing clients away. These are the silent mistakes, the things that keep the right clients from finding you, the things that make them move on before ever giving you a chance. In this guide, I show you each mistake, what it's costing you, and how to fix it. The link is below. Go and download it right now.